Yeah, there we go. Shake and bake, babe. Oh, look at this. No. All right, well, let's go ahead and let's break down the menus for you. Let's show you what all you can do here with FIA European Truck Racing Championship. Now, I know, especially for most, give a little side note here. For my ATS fans, American Truck Sim, make sure you guys stay with us because it's not just European. We can race Max, we can race Freightliners, all these others, about 3 or 4 different American kind of branded trucks that are in here that you can race with. So I think you guys are still going to enjoy it, especially if you like road racing of any sorts. This adds the truck, the best of both worlds. So let's go ahead and look at it here. Solo play, you can expect a good, robust career. I'm not going to go through everything because they have a tutorial voice that's just really loud and kind of talks slow, but at some point, you guys will figure it out. But you can do helmets, uniform colors. You can do your own team management of a full career, what you'd expect out of most any kind of type of racing game. Quick races, championships. You can set your own stuff, set your own tracks, do whatever the heck you want to do. Time trials, that obviously is what it is. And then they also have they have weekly events. I don't know if I said partial, but they have multiplayer events where you have weekly events that are set aside if you're connected online. Multiplayer, as you can see, quick race, searching for games outside. So this will have a nice, robust multiplayer system with it. And like any other game, depending on how many people are actually racing, will determine your abilities to find races and to get in there. Typically, with racing games like this, there's not a ton of multiplayer support because typically multiplayer racing games are somewhat of a meme unless you're competitively doing it through something like iRacing or something else. So at least for what it is, take the multiplayer stuff at face value. Don't go in there expecting that you're going to have fields of 16 players and everybody's going to race clean and you're going to have a wonderful experience. Typically, in my case, that's never really ever been the thing. So enjoy this, enjoy the trucks, enjoy the careers, everything else that's a part of it. So cool showrooms where you guys see all the trucks. You can kind of study through everything. Obviously stats, credits, we're not going to do that. Options I do want to cover. Lots of decent assist on here, at least to determine exactly what you have. So right now we've got manual transmission. It's basically most of the trucks are 4 speeds within a reverse. Manual transmission or semi-automatic, you can do both. Driving lines, most racing games have that. I need that just starting out because I'm getting used to the braking system because I did not realize this, but trucks, they have water that they'll splash on the brakes to cool them. So they all carry water tanks and then they splash those out. So we'll see that. It's kind of funny. So you have overheating brakes, you can turn that on or off. Full damage, which we normally do race with here. Not a ton of stuff like stability control, traction control. Don't have a ton of those in-depth things, which some people may kind of scoff at, but it's okay. Tons of customization on how you want to set up your HUD, which is nice. Video, lots of displays, resolution-wise. I'm running 3 wide, even though it's this, but we're running a full screen borderless, so that works for us. Anyway, we've also got graphics. You got tons of stuff, whether you're running high, you got, at least some things that you can turn some things down if you need that. And then also post-processing, which is nice. So all the anti-aliasing and the bloom and all the other stuff, motion blur, as your post-process, kind of helps things go along. Here's where I wanted to dive in just a little bit. Controls, presets, vibration, feedback, key bindings. Vibration and feedback is on point, so a lot of this stuff is dependent on how you want to set things up. Mine is typically just bone stock, nothing there. Key bindings, you can see there's lots of stuff, so depending on what kind of wheel you've got, what kind of shifter you've got, you can actually have this. All you need is a 4-speed. So if you say, well, I don't have an 18 speed, you don't need one, you only need 4. This game's pretty simple in that regard. But as you can see, all the look backs, you can do these with keyboard. Obviously, it's a lot harder. But if you do have a steering wheel, even if you have a controller, this will all still work and it's all still completely assignable. All right. Then you can see here it'll tell you what you actually have. Sound wise, more than what you can expect. And then all of your data. So if you want to delete all your basic profiles, the championships, yeah, there's where you do it. I don't know why you would, but if you did want to, there it was. So anyway, we're going to do a quick little event here. Let's do a little. Actually, you know what? Let's create a race. So let's do the European Truck Racing Championship does feature all the European trucks, but once you take it into the World Series, that's where it starts to add in some other things. As you can see here, we've got a Volvo on the front right, we've got a Western Star here, there's a Mack in the background of this picture as well, and I want to say there's 2 Freightliners, a Cascadia, and so here's where you'll see all of the guys. So here's where the trucks. So there you go. There's a couple of Volvos. There's the Western Star. You've got a couple of them. And let's see what else we got. Volvo. There's the Mack, which is beautiful, actually. It really looks cool. Got a old school, new school flair to it. More Western Star. There it is. There's the Freightliner right there. The Alpine Stars, the Yokohama, the Momo. That's awesome. That looks good. So that brings in, and then you've got Tatra. You got Freightliner there and more Tatra. So I think it's still European, but I'm not sure if it's not necessarily in the ETRC. But anyway, let's just for argument's sake here, let's just run ourselves up here, and I don't know, man. Let's put ourselves in this. I saw this one here and I liked it. Sparko. Let's put it there. William Tremblay. That name sounds familiar. Anyway, all the major road courses that you guys are probably familiar with, Laguna Seca, there's the Fuji Speedway. I did see Nürburgring, so Nürburgring, said that wrong. Let's just go with Laguna Seca. That's a pretty good one. Lap counts, all this other stuff. Assist, yeah, damage full, yes. Weather, let's just make it clear skies. No sense in keeping it too complicated. Let's do it. All right, here we are. Start up here. Yokohama Volvo coming at you. Black neon green. The green machine. All right. So all the trucks sound the same.
It's the first lap. Try to gain a few places here.
But like in every one, all the trucks slam on the brake in the first one. So, man, these things dancing around. Let these guys sift through a little bit here. If not, they'll just... There we go. Got to be careful, man. They can run into you, but you cannot run into them.
Keep your brakes cool. Remember to spray water on them.
I love it on acceleration. You can almost, you can almost lose the front tires. I guess that back tires get going so they get going so quick.
Try to hold your position.
Yeah, there we go. Shake and bake, babe. Oh, look at this. No. Oh, and I get the penalty marker hit. Son of a gun. I bet you 20 bucks I couldn't spin him out. All right.
Try to improve on that lap time.
There he is, right here.
Cool. Remember to spray water
Yeah,
on
yeah,
them.
yeah.
Good move. Now on to the next.
There he is, little guy right there in front.
Don't get distracted.
Ah, really? Come on. Man, boy, it's touchy, touchy, touchy. All right, let's put it in the helmet. There we go.
Don't give up.
So I can already tell on these trucks that it definitely helps to start out wide and then accelerate in. That's always, most racing it does that anyway, but especially when you want to.
Remember to spray water on them.
There we go. Little bump it. Yeah, it was. Get in the back. Take our 7th position and go home. All right, let's see if we can at least get up here and get 6th, maybe 5th. It'll be a. No, they're not. They're just getting a little. They're just getting a little high. They're all right.
Try to hold your position.
Oh, come on. We got the one braking right. There we go.
That was a nice overtake. Your brakes cold. Remember to spray water on them.
Gotta manage that water. You only get so much in the water tank. It's kind of like having your. Oh, someone's going crazy. He's out. He's out. Get him out of here. All right, last turn. Ready, go. Shake it, baby. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, dang. Woo, we just barely missed it. All right, cool deal. Well, anyway, the first event there, first kind of couple of quick races there, absolutely a blast. I can see with a group of friends, man, this would actually be pretty fun, especially if you guys could all, like, stay together. That's kind of always the secret with racing. So anyway, we're going to have more of this. We're going to look at championship series. We're going to look at all the stuff you can do here with the FIA European Truck Racing Championship, guys. We'll see you here on the next video, guys. Peace!